This is Chris Webby, and you're tuned into Montreality. Yeah. What type of student was I in the classroom? I was definitely a clown. I definitely joked around. I was an attention seeker, so I was kind of that kid who was always cracking jokes, you know, pissing the teacher off. But at the same time, I was a smart kid. I wasn't academically talented all through elementary school, and then I got like a scholarship to private school, and I went to Greens Farms Academy from 7th grade until I graduated, and then I went to Hofstra University also on scholarship, but I got kicked out, so that didn't last too long. But I think school really played a very important role in like what I do. Like I use words. I was never good at math. I think it was useless to even try to teach a kid like me math. My brain doesn't work like that. They should have, you know. I think that's how school should be. You should find what a kid's good at and teach them stuff that is geared towards how their brain works. I was good at English. I could write some good papers and whatnot, but yeah. But I was a crazy fucking kid, man. I was. Let's see. I worked at Border Grill in high school, which was a Mexican spot, and I used to eat there so much I was like, fuck it, I should just try to get a job here. Did get a job there, and it was cool. I got in trouble because he had like a camera behind the cashier, and I used to like sell a little bit of weed back in high school, so I was like putting weed in the bags of chips and like putting them over the counter, and he caught me out, and he was kind of pissed. But that was an interesting job. I think I got fired from that one. Then I worked at Leslie's Pool Supplies, which was not a good job at all. Basically walking around in a warehouse full of chemicals for pools, like it just like can't be healthy. And people would bring their pool water in and I would have to test it. So there would be some people who would come in literally like every day and you'd be like, dog, fuck you, man. You gotta test their water, then you gotta do math and figure out how much pH and fucking fuck that. Last job I had was at a place called Pump It Up, which if you're familiar with Jumpin' Jimmy's, it's like a little kid play place. And this one was all inflatable shit. So I basically was running around with a whistle making sure kids didn't fall and hurt themselves. But then when the little kids started to like recognize me and whatnot, because that's when I was really, the rap shit was starting to work out, that's when I was like, yo, I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna give this shit a shot. Well, I think success should be defined by happiness. It really doesn't come down to the money. I'm not really a person who cares that much about money. Money is material. It's not that important. I started this rap shit and I really loved it, and it was about the respect. It was about being the dopest dude in the cypher. It was about getting that head nod and that dap at the end of the night, you know, like, yo, you fucking killed it. Like, that to me means more than a check. But obviously at this point, once a career, you know, you need money to fund it. And of course, everybody loves money, don't get me wrong, but I don't think happiness should be defined by money. But if you want to be successful, man, you need to really go all in and follow what the fuck you want to do. And you need to sacrifice shit all the time. I'm not home for a lot of family shit because I'm out here on the road. Like, I don't get to see my friends very much, you know. It's definitely a sacrifice, but if you really love it and you're passionate about it, you can just rock out and, you know, take one for the team and just keep rocking. But, you know, I want to work now while I'm young, so when I'm a little bit older, I can kind of chill a little bit. I read all the time. I just finished a book. It's actually a Walking Dead, like a prequel. It was about the governor. If you watch Walking Dead, it was like from the breakout up until he becomes the governor. So that shit was pretty dope. But I mostly read at this point like books about mafia figures and like other. I just like reading real shit about real people and kind of learning and just like seeing. I just read 3 about mafia dudes recently. Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman, that was crazy. He murdered like 200 people. That dude was insane. He was a hitman. You just learn so much cool shit through reading, and you can like let your imagination come into play, whereas with a movie, you know, they give everything to you right there. You know, you get to kind of imagine it. The Adderall Diaries. Did someone already make that? Adderall definitely has played a role in my life because I'm super like poster boy ADD, you know what I mean? I was crossing the border and the dude went through my like pill case and he was like, yo, what the fuck? And he like made me explain what everything was, but he was like, yo, that Adderall, like, I was like, yo, I am prescribed, but he thought that was so crazy. He said it was like bath salts. Well, if that's the fucking case, these fucking doctors have been giving me bath salts since I was in 7th grade. But you know, it is what it is. And I think the ADD plays a huge role in what makes me so wacky and, you know, kind of crazy, but at the same time, freestyling. ADD is super helpful. You just like space out and whatever pops into your brain, you rhyme about it. So I think the ADD definitely has played a big role in my life. In a previous lifetime, a Wolverine, badass fucking Wolverine, you know? Yeah, they're relentless motherfuckers. They don't give up. Not that I'm not a fighter. I'm not into violence, but I definitely have the determination of, I've seen a Wolverine make a grizzly bear back off. I saw some footage of that. Wolverines are like, you know, that big. So maybe a Wolverine. Plus Wolverine was like the illest comic book character. Even as generic of an answer as that may seem, Wolverine was the fucking man. Like nobody fucked with Logan. So he was, yeah, him, Gambit, and Colossus are probably my top 3 Marvel characters. Not that you asked or anything, but cartoon character?
Yeah.
God damn, that's a tough one. Like any cartoon, anything. Like Disney, Nickelodeon, Looney,
yeah,
anything. Wow. I mean, probably like the Tasmanian Devil, man. He was crazy. He just never fucking stopped, out of his mind. But he had, I feel like he had positive energy. He had good intentions. He was just completely insane, and he just fucked shit up. Maybe him. Ninja Turtles were my number 1 as a kid. I had all the action figures. I had like all the movies. I had everything Ninja Turtles, like pajamas, like Ninja Turtles were. I mean, you got the hat right there. I got Raphael right here, you know what I mean? So, big fan of the Ninja Turtles. And I just like, I just kind of like refused to let my childhood go. I just loved that shit, so I just kind of kept rocking with it. I'm still a big gamer to this day. I play a lot of like PS3 at this point, but I started with the original NES as a kid. You know, I was less of a sports kid, more of a like, I like read and played video games. More of, I guess, an inside kid. I didn't really start like doing sports and shit till I got older. But video game, gonna have to give that one to Mario. You know, I have an entire sleeve all the way down to like my hip dedicated to the dude. So, I mean, he was an Italian hero. He just really was. Like, he battled all odds to rescue his princess on his downtime from being a plumber. Like, dude was a motherfucking beast. But at the same time, I think I did prefer his arch nemesis, Bowser. And I got Bowser right there. I got a song named Bowser, you know. Because I see myself, you know, not that I'm a bad guy, but I see myself more as like a super villain of hip hop. EP and then debut album. That's when it's gonna be. And so far it sounded pretty crazy. I was down in Miami working with Scott Storch, working with Super Dupes, who's another dope producer. Been sick. Like, the shit is definitely sounding. I've realized that I've kind of proven myself as like a textbook rapper, and now it's time to kind of expand into really letting the artist side, you know, evolve, if you will, like a Pokemon from rapper to artist. And I think that's important to take that step and focus less on like, yo, I need every bar to be like some crazy metaphorical punchline, and more just like, yo, this song should be cohesive. And of course there's bars in there. You always, like, that's been my style and it will remain to be. But you gotta think a little more bigger picture. Man, that is difficult. That is very difficult. My favorite Eminem album I'm gonna have to give to the Slim Shady LP. I don't think that was his technically best. I think I would give that to Marshall Mathers LP, but there's something about the Slim Shady LP that I just, you know, that was really what hooked me at first with not just Eminem but hip hop in general. So I'm gonna have to give it to that. Favorite song, I'm gonna have to say Rock Bottom off of Slim Shady LP. That song was just so real. That was really like one of the first hip hop songs that allowed me to understand like the introspective, like personal side of hip hop. And that was, yeah, that song to this day, man, it's more headphone music. You don't turn that one up on the whip necessarily, but you put that shit in the headphones. Man, I don't even have an answer for that question. That's just crazy. Man, he's definitely my favorite artist. Like, collaborating with him would be, you know, definitely insane. I wouldn't know what it would sound like. I mean, he's got a whole bunch of sounds. I have a whole bunch of sounds. I would honestly be hard to pinpoint that one ahead of time, but shit, that'd be nuts. Because a lot of my shit, of course, and I think I get almost categorized as this party rapper sometimes, who's always rapping about girls and drugs and, you know, partying in general. Which I definitely do, because, you know, what I write reflects upon, you know, what I do, and I like to have some fun and shit, but I also, you know, consider myself a fairly intelligent person, and I'm trying to be up to date on what's going on in the world. I see through a lot of the bullshit, you know what I mean? You just gotta do research and know your shit. Like, it's important to know what's going on around us. Like, that shit affects all of us. And I mean, especially, I think the biggest problem that our generation, especially the generation after us, is gonna deal with is environmental based, you know, from, you know, the atmosphere to water pollution to deforestation. Like, shit is fucked up out there, and it's been ignored for a long time. I think it's getting harder and harder to ignore, but the problem is, you know, everything's run by the powers that be, and everybody wants to make a buck. It's human nature, but we got to start thinking more, not like we're America, we're Canada, we're, you know, stop thinking as that Republican, Democrat. Like, we are humans. Like, we need to start working together and making sure that this planet that we all exist on doesn't go to shit. My pockets right now, I got my wallet, got a pack of bogeys, got some Dentine ice, got the room key. Fuck. Oh, I got some weed that I sat on and is now flat and loose in my pocket. I think that's about it. I would probably get a cup of soup, whatever the soup of the day was, wherever I was, a grilled cheese, some chicken tenders, and 4 Oreos and a glass of milk to end. Double stuff. My message to the youth, I mean, have fun. You're youths. It's a beautiful thing. Have fun responsibly, but enjoy it, because it passes. I'm 24 now. Last time I checked, I was 17 and fucking skipping class and getting drunk in high school, and now I'm 24. Shit flies by. Hey man, most definitely. Now put the hands up, put the hands up, put the hands up, put the hands up, put the hands up. Hey yo, cause I come with words. Every day I be blazing nerd till I sit the fuck down, Professor Xavier. You know how I'm coming, and you know how to laugh for y'all. When I'm getting high as fuck in Montreal, I'm up on the stage, on it, never gonna stop. Cause we rolling the corn, they call me Sonic. Cause I be going a million miles an hour. Every day I got a pound in the sour. Then we break it up, roll it up, get high as fuck. You know that it's Chris Webby, and I'll go and bust a nut on your chick's fucking chin. Chris fucking chin is my name when I'm ripping like them. Sipping gin, I'm a beast up in the booth, and I'm rocking to the death of me. No one ever messing, I'm like Emerald with the recipe. That's just how I'm going, and nobody can step to me. Get a tones down, motherfucker, rest in peace. You know I got this shit, spinning a course. So hot, I need some shorts. You know that I'm coming, break out more holes in a golf course. Just ate a fucking good sandwich from Schwartz. That's just how I'm going. You know that I'm rocking, ain't nobody stopping. I'm going through, popping all trees. All day, always spinning, baby, it's Webby. Got my DJ behind me, send me, and that's just how we going. I hope that you get me. If you know, you better respect me, because I'm not illest up in the building. You will just remember right up, check this shit. Coming out Connecticut, Earth, call me Simba. Rocking on the shit, leave your engine. Got a fucking room full of ninjas. That's just how I'm going. You know that I'm rolling up the top. Every day I will rock, so you know I come through. When I'm blazing homes, yo, I'ma take your camera phone and be like, yo, spin it now. Look at that big ass crowd. Hey, hype as fuck. Every time I come through, don't try your luck. If you see Webby bitchin', I'm nice as fuck. I need a dime to fuck. Where the bitches at? Say hey. Say hey. Okay. That's just how I'm going, trying to put you on your back. And I stick it in just like that. Wow, I'm going and you know I'll be snapping like rat traps. Never gonna stop. I'm from Connecticut, and I'm a check a rap, and I be spitting that shit that we coming through. I eat them like snack packs. I be going. No one ever messing when we touching full. I'm invincible. Open up a lunchable. Throw the fucking ham on the cracker. I'll spit that shit, and I'll battle any bastard.
shit all night, I can make a legend look bad. Spin it, I cop a bag, and I break bad. Spin that ill shit, no one catching it. Check the shit, I'm the best with this. Yo, I don't even fucking care. About to say what up and take a sit down on the stairs. How you feeling over there? How we fucking doing? Listen to these words that I'm spewing. They like, yo, fuck, how you doing this? I'm like, yo, I'm Webby, dog. I'm not new to this. This is what I do, so you better check them. It's hip-hop, man, that's my profession. You know that I go, spin it right there. Catch you with fear. And I don't even got no chest hair. I'm still a young buck, but I spin a young buck. No one ever messing when I be coming with nunchucks. Now you know, spit like wow. Ain't nobody listen, put your hands up, crowd. Put your hands up, crowd. Hands up, crowd. I'll be your endless up in this bitch now. What?
My favorite cereals is Honey Oats. You ever had them? They bomb. I fuck with them. That's my favorite cereal. Between that and Lucky Charms. But I think, you know, Honey Oat on top.